Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the March 27 meeting of the Rotary Club of Milledgeville, Georgia. I know I don't preside regularly until July 1, but we kind of ran out of past presidents, and since I had been to Pets and I've been a president of another club, the gods decided that I could preside today. So Eric's going to step up in place of John Jackson for us and serve as Rotarian of the day.
Forgive me, I'm cheating a little bit. My brother's eulogy is for this weekend, and I'm cheating a little bit from that. So this is a poem I plan to read through here. This is a poem by Mary Elizabeth Brown. Do not stand at my grave and weep. I am not there. I do not sleep. I am a thousand winds that blow. I am the diamond glints of snow. I am the sunlight on ripened grain. I am the gentle autumn rain. When you awaken in the morning's hush, I am the swift uplifting rush of quiet birds in circled flight. I am the soft stars that shine at night. Do not stand at my grave and cry. I am not there. I did not die. Thank you. And then go to the
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice.
Four things that the four-way test of the things we think, say, and do. First, is it true? Second,
Is it fair?
third, will it build goodwill of friendships? Fourth, beneficial officer. Fifth, is it fun?
Eric, thank you for standing in. We appreciate that. Okay. So we are missing our raffle tickets for the 50-50 drawing. I don't know why we are missing them, but the last time they were seen was at the picnic at Lockerly. If anybody knows where they are, please let us know, or we're going to go buy some new ones because this is the second week. What's that?
Buy some new ones.
Go buy some new ones. Just don't even bother. Okay. And then since I usually serve as Sergeant at Arms this month, I'll turn to Happy Dog. We have a long program today. I know that, so we're not going to spend a lot of time, but who has something they'd like to tell the club about? And pay for the privilege of telling you. Welcome back.
My husband is a lieutenant with the Baldwin County Fire Department.
All right. Service and your support service. Others. Oh, come on now, everybody. This is a room of happy people. Somebody's got something. Wendell?
Sorry, I don't have any cash, but I will take it. I will take it, man. I have my granddaughter was here this weekend. It's absolutely awesome. And I will double what I put in next time when I do it. But I appreciate you.
Y'all heard that, right? Heard that IOU. Double or nothing next time.
You got it.
That's right.
Somebody's got me covered. I appreciate it. You
Uh,
got me covered. I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
what do you have?
First of all, tonight at 5:30, the board is going to finalize the new superintendent selection. And there's a reception, so we invite everybody to come and join us at 5:30. And in case you haven't heard, I'm retiring on June 30th, in spite of what the street committee is saying. I'm retiring. And then I want to celebrate our students. The work that we do, it's all about them. And so for all of our schools in Baldwin County, from PMC to JMA to our Baldwin County School District, we are so happy and so honored that you guys are here. And also know that you are the ones that make us do what we do each and every day. So we celebrate you today.
That's right.
Put in $20.
Oh.
So the reason why, speaking of students, feedback and other stuff, is I had signed up to volunteer for this Saturday. but I'm gonna have to withdraw. But the reason why, one of the reasons you may recall, I moved here from the Pacific Northwest to be close to my daughter in Nashville. And she's getting an award this Saturday as a marketing director for Justin Timberlake Enterprises. She worked in Nashville, and so I'll be there for that.
Anybody else? Okay. Greg, why don't you come up and talk to us a little bit about Saturday, since that's.
Yes, thank you, Mark. Just going to make this really quick. Just want to talk about our service project we will have on Saturday. It is going to be for the Inspiring Girls STEM Day. Just want to real quick say thank you to the board members. Specifically, want to say thank you to Mark, as well as thank you to Dr. Price for spearheading the development of this project. Just to give you some additional details, it is going to be at Midway Hills Academy. That's the school right at the end of the road where the driver's department is. So just for you all that don't know that, it's going to be from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Again, it's going to start 9 a.m. But we're asking if you signed up as a volunteer last week to please try to show up at 8 o'clock, because we're going to need all the volunteer help we need to we can get to help set up everything. So if you can, try to show up at 8 a.m. Also, we're looking for additional griddles. So if you have a griddle iron, I'm talking about waffle iron. If you have a waffle iron at home that you can bring, please bring that out. I have one at home. I'll be bringing out. It's kind of old, but it works. So I'll be bringing that out. We're also still in need of more donations for the bags. We have some gift bags that will be given to the students that come out and participate. So we're looking for anything from free meal cards, ice cream, percentages off, anything that's relative to your business or your organization that you would like to go inside of these bags. Please feel free to bring those on Saturday. And if you don't plan to be there, reach out to me or Dr. Price or Mark, and we'll be able to get those items over to the school. So please help out with that. And if you can, if you feel comfortable reaching out to some of these local food organizations, if you know some people, and seeing if they have any kind of like free gift cards they would like to support this project with. So again, we're asking for volunteers to show up at 8 a.m. There's multiple stations. It's over 10 different STEM stations, including the rocket launch that will be outside. So once the volunteers show up at 8 a.m., we'll go ahead and assign you to a specific station. So be expecting that as well. There'll be signage posted. So it should be clear where your parking is, and the entrance will be right in the front of the building. So everything should be kind of laid out there. So if any questions on that, please feel free to ask me. Tomorrow, we're going to try to schedule another informational meeting, and we'll send that out to the club so you all have those details and be able to log in and join in on that meeting as well. Any questions right now that I can answer as it relates to this project?
I just want to say, if you do have a griddle, you can drop it off at the board office. If you're not going to volunteer, I'll take that. And also wanted to ask you that if you do have a partnership with a business, I was thinking of Wendy's. Sometimes they have that frosty, free frosty, anything like that we can put in the goodie bag, or anything that you want to add to it, that would be great. And I'm not sure what our coloring books are, but it would be great to have the Rotary coloring books are also part of the goodie bag.
I can get those. I think Aaron has those, and I can get those by price. Thank you. Get those.
But it's a first, and we're excited, and I'm so happy that our club decided to support this initiative.
That's right. And right now we have about 60 students signed up. We are expecting some walk-ins. So if anyone has not signed up, anyone in that age range, remember girls, I think third grade and up. Is it third grade and up? 3rd through 12th, please feel free to let them know, and we will be allowing walk-ins as well. So come on out. It's going to be a fun event. I'm just excited to see all the different projects that'll be set up. I'm sure I'll learn something just by being involved. So come on out and support the Rotary, support Mercer University, their program, and then also just empowering girls to, join in those types of fields when it comes to science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. So
Again, it's open to GMC students, JMA students, and Baldwin County School District students. Girls, please encourage them to sign up. It's not too late.
thank you.
Thank you, Fred. And to show you how effective Fred is, Kyle has donated just a few free queso tickets for Cheros. So, Dr. Price suggested, if you know somebody at Chick-fil-A or any of the fast food places or any place, please see if we can't get some additional support for that. First reader, not FIRST, but FERST program here in Baldwin County. We made a donation to that and we got a very nice thank you note. I'm not going to take the time to read it here, but if anybody would like to read it, it's right here. What else do we have? It'd be helpful if I put it upside down, didn't put it upside down. Well, so much for technology. Community events. Flannery O'Connor at 100. You want to tell us about the programming this week on that?
Music festival left on Saturday, 10 to 3 at Andalusia.
Okay, 10 to 3 at Andalusia on Saturday. Is there anything else going on with Lafayette? Being Lafayette week or Lafayette, however you, depends on what part of Georgia you're from. I know how you pronounce Lafayette. But up in Northwest Georgia, they call it Lafayette. Just so you know, just give us that. Just like in South Georgia, they call it Cairo, but we won't go there. Okay. Any other community announcements to add to that? We've got the Banana Pudding Festival on April the 5th, in case anybody's interested. And First Friday, downtown Milledgeville on April the 4th. Anybody else? Announcements?
And the reception today, 5:30, is open to the entire community.
Right.
So please join us. You can meet our new superintendent.
All right. Well, with that, Stephanie, if you'll introduce the program.
So today we have the Blaze Award winners. We're excited to have everyone here joining us. Kyle Hitchcock is the spearhead of the Blaze Award. So I'll let her come up, tell us a little bit about it, and introduce our award winners.
So I would say probably 5 years ago, I had this crazy thought. I was confused that we have some students and some teachers that are yearly supported, celebrated, kind of put on us, we're just excited for them because they did really good on the SAT test. And what I know now is that colleges look at the SAT test and the ACT test as, so if you're trying to get into a college, you can give one, you can get, the other, or you can give both. Most of the time, students do well on one versus the other. Every once in a while, we'll have a child that can just kill them both, which we have one of those here today. Liam, our county winner, actually is the star winner and the Blaze winner from Milledgeville. So incredible feat. I guess the way it started was just kind of out of frustration, the fact that there are kids that don't get celebrated. So far, my kids, they're not celebrated in this way. It's not our strength.
Got another one.
That's okay. We got one more to go. No pressure on Caroline to perform. But that's okay. There are a lot of wonderful ways that kids can stand out. But for those that do really well in this test, there has got to be a way to celebrate these kids. And that is what this is. We are just so proud of y'all. Baldwin County is proud of you. We are going to take some strides to try and get this in counties around us, hopefully statewide. That will be the goal. So I'm a believer. I literally feel like God told me 5 years ago, stop sitting on this, stop thinking about this, get up and do it. And so we did. I went around with a friend of mine and learned how to ask for money from different people. I'm not good at that. I will tell you, donations are probably down because I don't like asking for money. However, having 3 students versus 1 year, I believe we had 9 because we had so many ties at one school. That keeps everything pretty happy when it comes to the budget. But very fortunate that people are continuing to support this. And Rotary has been a huge supporter every single year. So I want to thank y'all. You are our biggest donor. You are a constant donor. You keep bringing me back. And I found out last year, you don't want to take the ACT from me. You didn't like the questions I gave you, so you got to practice the ACT. So this year you said, could you please bring the winners? And I said, absolutely. I am happy not to stand up here and talk the entire time, but I do want to thank you for your support, the continued support, what you do in our community and how you support these not only students, but teachers who don't get celebrated enough. It is really awesome to see these students, listen to these teachers, figure out what this means to them, and I hope they feel celebrated. So today, we are going to start with, we're going to go in the same order we went last week. I believe we started with, did we start with Leslie last? Okay. So Leslie Perez Vasquez is our student from Baldwin High School, our Blaze winner. She's going to come up and talk to you for just a minute about her teacher, Miss Kelly.
Having a wonderful day today. So I just want to say thank you to everyone who has supported my journey and to get this high score. And one of my teachers that I chose was Miss Kelly West. She has helped me throughout my whole, I guess, my personality and my whole confidence boost. She has helped me with affirmations and getting myself out there because I wouldn't be able to stand here if it wasn't for her help. So I just want to say thank you to her and to Dr. Salat for giving me many opportunities, scholarships, motivation to go to college and actually finding my passion to pursue what I want. So I just want to thank all of them and all of y'all here for this recognition that is getting the high ACT score from at my school, which is Baldwin High School.
I wanted to ask you.
Okay. So what's a bit of a touching story, so I guess that's why you want me to tell it again. So I was born here, but when I was 3 years old, I got taken back to Guatemala because my parents are from there. So I went to school there since kindergarten to 5th grade. So I know Spanish, I know how to read, I know how to write, and all of that. And I was a very outgoing child. I participated in church, used to read lectures in front of a lot of people at just 8 years old. And that was going well for me. So then when I arrived in the US, all of that changed, wasn't the same. I became very shy because I didn't know the language. I couldn't communicate with the people that I wanted to. So some people thought I couldn't speak at all because I was that quiet. So that whole learning English journey was really hard. I came in, got into 4th grade, and luckily my teacher, she was Cuban, so she knew how to speak Spanish. So she helped me out through that time as well. And then middle school came, COVID came. It just made it worse for me because I was like trying again to like go back to like speaking English. I was also like starting to speak English, and then COVID just took my confidence levels all the way down again. So then when I went into high school freshman year, I was still the same, but I was like, I can't continue doing this anymore. So I joined the club, which is DECA, and Miss West was the advisor for that club. And she always tells the story, and I also do. To sit at the back of the classroom, not say anything, not a word, just was there in meetings, just a member, just sitting there. And so she thought I couldn't speak at all. So that's one thing. And then I was also in her marketing class. So that's when I kind of started getting more closer to her and being more comfortable speaking around people. And then in 10th grade, I became the vice president of career development for DECA, which is I was in charge of competitions and getting resources to people that wanted to compete and stuff like that. So that I was confused on why I was chosen for that role because, as I said, I was very shy. I wasn't really talkative at all. So I was like, I literally told her, I had this conversation with her. I was like, I don't think I'm fit for this position. You know how I am, you know how I act. I'm not up for this at all. But she insisted, and I tried my best. If I'm given a role, I was going to try my best anyways. So I did a lot of research, got in front of people, had to share all that information out, and it was a lot because that's mostly competitions is mostly what we do. So it was a big role. And then in my junior year, I was president of the club. So that was a big jump again, and I still asked the same questions because I was still not that confident enough of my abilities, even though I've shown that I was. So then that was a whole thing, and I became way more prepared at that point. I was still speaking out and guiding the meetings and all of that. And then this year again, I'm the vice president of career development. It's a whole purple moment. So now I'm here speaking in front of all of y'all. And I also got the opportunity to join like various programs that help me develop my leadership skills and my communication abilities. So it's all thanks to those people that were behind me, supporting me, because without them, I probably wouldn't be up here in front of y'all, talking to y'all, or even receiving this recognition. So that's my story. So my plan, I got into UGA, so I plan on going to UGA.
Congratulations.
So I plan on doing two majors, Spanish and marketing.
Well, Spanish is cheating, isn't it?
Exactly. You don't pay for it to buy it now, so I might as well get it.
Yes. And, Ms. Kelly West, would you like to come up and speak again for a moment and tell us about, we would love to hear from you. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Kelly West, and I am currently a plethora of subjects, but right now, math at Georgia College Early College. I have been teaching 6 years, and I've had the blessing of blessing plenty of lives. Standing up here, Leslie tells you her story, this beautiful story. Sitting back there, I am almost brought to tears. I had to get my resistance back up because I watched them grow from seeds into flowers. Leslie told a story of her adversity, but her story didn't end there. Her story showed resilience, courage, bravery. Hearing her say, I hadn't heard this, that she got accepted to UGA, go dog, 21. It makes me so happy. As she said, when she sat in my classroom, they sat at the back, her and her friends, and we were at a meeting, and I went around and I said, hey, how you doing? And they said, walk on around. And I asked my president at the time, I said, Chanel, did they talk? I said, just go get them acclimated, introduce them. Next meeting, I go around and say, hey, how y'all doing? They say, I said, Chanel, you sure they talk? And as time developed, they kept coming back, They kept getting more acclimated. They kept stepping into these initiatives, doing the volunteer work, doing community service pieces, and getting experience within what we do for Baldwin County. Looking back, Leslie has participated in so many things. She's done so much community service, so many initiatives. She has never said no. I chose her for that role because I saw it in her. And that's what we do as educators. We see it in them, and we help them to see it in themselves. Thank you so much for the recognition. I'm so proud of you, Leslie. Keep on. On my phone because I thought that was the sweetest thing. I have the blessing of blessing others. Miss West, that is the sweetest thing I've ever heard. You do have that blessing, and so many of these teachers do, and I don't think you realize how you impact these kids, and you certainly don't get the recognition that you deserve on a daily basis. Our second student is from John Millage Academy. It is Mason Wilkes.
I'm gonna just stand here. Good evening, everyone. I'm really honored to be here to accept this award and be honored for this. I'm Mason Wilkes. I'm a senior at John Millage Academy. After I graduate, I plan to attend an in-state university where I'll study aerospace engineering. I'm really interested in mathematics and engineering. Part of this award allows me to recognize one of my teachers that has gone above and beyond for me and had a significant impact on my academic journey. And the only person I could think of was Mr. Presswood. Mr. Presswood has taken an active role in my education by not only serving me as a teacher, but serving other students and myself and making sure we're truly benefiting in the environment. He's been very helpful with any coursework or concepts that I have not fully grasped, and he's taken time out of his day to even help me with other classes. I'm so thankful for Mr. Presswood and the role that he has played in my academic career. I believe that we could all benefit from having a teacher that truly challenges and supports us. And Mr. Presswood, I just want to thank you so much for being there for me. And I've struggled in some of my classes, and just, coming to your class and being able to sit down with you and you taught me through it and taking the time to like go and learn and then walking me through it it's been real helpful. So thank you. And I just want to thank you all for being here today and for having the opportunity to come speak and accept this award. And I'd like to invite Mr. Presswood up here.
I threw me for a curveball. I thought I was good. My name is Jared Presswood. I teach high school science at John Miller's M1 math class. Kind of a handful of things, but I met Mason. Let's see, it was spring of 23. The teacher that they had for chemistry, she had some really bad health problems going on. She had to step away. But I had worked it out in my schedule in college that I could have like 3 days off in a week. I only had classes on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So I stepped in as their like permanent sub because I was getting a job there anyway. So just kind of stepped in as like a learning experience, try to figure out and just get like a head start a little bit. And I did not know Mason at all. I didn't even know he existed. So when I called out Mason Wilkes on the roll first time, I was like looking around through the room. Who's Mason? Who's Mason? It wasn't long enough in the class that I could really get to know him because I think I started in like April. There was only like 5 weeks left. So I really couldn't get to know him that well. But the next year I taught him in physics, and I could tell right away he was one of the brightest in the class. That was pretty easy to see. But I remember like it was yesterday because it was literally just a year ago. The first test that they took, I thought I was ready to go. Like I thought, you got this. You can do this. Come on now, quit playing. And he brought a test up to me to ask a question. And when he asked me the question, I just kind of sat there and stared at it for like 30 seconds. And he probably thought I was putting together like this really good lesson, like real quick on how to do the problem. And I was sitting there thinking, how do you even think about the problem that way? Like, how is that the perspective that you had? I was just blown away that that was the way that he was trying to figure it out. I was sitting there thinking, oh my God, how do I answer this question? But from then on out, every time he got up to ask me a question, I kind of straightened up a little bit, got my posture ready. I was ready for any question he brought me after that. But throughout the year, just kind of got blown away by Mason in the sense that he's a phenomenal student. Not just smart. He is smart. I mean, it's clear that he's smart. But he's just a phenomenal student, diligent, hard worker. He's a leader in the classroom. You really never have to worry about any of his work except maybe other students trying to copy off of him because it's like the roadmap to success. But he's just a great person. But I think what I like the most about Mason is that he is a great person. He's a phenomenal human being. He is gifted by God with that brain of his, no doubt about it. Not a lot of people have it. He's in the 90+ percentile in intellectual ability, but I've never seen him one time use that as a weapon against other people, right? That's just his gift, and he uses it in the way that pleases him, but he doesn't put other people down with it, right? That's just his blessing. He uses it, right? He doesn't make that anybody else's problem. I think that's probably the most humble thing you can do when you're gifted like that, right? Is to not use it as a weapon, but as a gift, as a blessing. And I think that's a pretty consistent theme for the people here today getting recognized. But I just want to thank you, Kyle. I said it last week, but if you wouldn't have started this, I see two students and two teachers that wouldn't have got recognized in years past for their hard work, for their diligence, for who they are. So I really appreciate you for starting this, and I appreciate you, Mason. You're a phenomenal student. You're one of my favorites I've ever had. Only got 2 years to pull on. Might have some stiff competition in the future, but you are a great human being. And my only advice for you in the future is God gave you a unique mind. And it is a blessing that you have it. My advice to you is keep using it, right? Because it's going to take you places in life. Thank you.
There are a few faces in here that were actually here at the Blaze Award last week, and I don't know if you see this, but the growth from last week to this week, and don't tell anybody last week, but this is so much better. That everybody, y'all are so much more comfortable up here, and it's just like we're just talking to friends, you know. But it's already like just Mason. I'm so impressed with you. Like Cannon would not have been able to put his phone down. Like he would have had to like say, "I'm just." This is growth. I mean, literally from one week to the next, you've already shown us what you're capable of. So our last student is our county winner, and he is also the star county winner, correct, Liam? So Liam is an incredible student. I didn't get all of his accolades. I should have gotten everybody's accolades to be able to share, but I know you probably hear those already at school. This is totally different. We're thankful you're here with us. I shared last week that Liam's mom, Connie, and I were neighbors across the street growing up. So for this, talk about a full circle moment. I mean, we used to we went to GMC and we would come home and play outside in our yard. So this is really cool to be able to share this with our son. So Liam, if you'd like to come forward.
Good afternoon, everyone and distinguished guests. First, I'd like to say thank you to the Millersville-Baldwin County Chamber of Commerce for helping sponsor this award, and of course, the Rotary Club for organizing this event here today. It's an honor to be recognized here, and thank you for your support of the Blaze Project and all of the other programs you sponsor around our community. I'd like to thank my mother as well for her support of my academics, because without her, I wouldn't be standing before you here today. Finally, I'd like to thank the faculty and leadership of GMC Prep School for their support, our president, Lieutenant General William B. Caldwell IV, our principal, Colonel Amy Lee, our assistant principal, Lieutenant Colonel Clint Rayburn, my teachers, and particularly my Blaze teacher, Major Stephanie Roberts. I thought for a long time about who I would pick for my Blaze teacher, and I asked myself, who's contributed the most to my success in academics, the ACT and beyond? And I found my answer was Major Roberts. Miss Rob, as I call her, has been a vital part of my academic achievement. When I enrolled in her AP Language and Composition class last year, I had no idea the impact she would have on my writing. In her class, I learned the importance of rhetoric, how to use it in writing and speaking. And Miss Rob taught me how to think about reading and writing in such a way that made me successful on standardized tests, such as the ACT and the AP Lang exam, where I earned a 5. I must also credit Miss Rob for her support outside the classroom, whether it was writing a letter of recommendation, reviewing my college essay, or coaching my writing skills for GHSA literary competition. Miss Rob has gone above and beyond. Without Miss Rob, I would not be where I am today. I would not have refined my writing as much as I did in her class. I would not have been able to produce high quality writing for the many speeches, scholarships, and college applications I filled out this year. Thank you, Ms. Rob, for your contribution to my success as a student. Thank you, and please welcome Major Stephanie Roberts.
Good afternoon, everyone. Yeah, you said that, but like, I don't know. I'm not one for public speaking. When you stand in front of a classroom, it is very different. But thank you so much for honoring these students in this way. It is wonderful. And as everybody said, he is not just our Blaze student, but also our star student. What else do I have on here? He's well-rounded. He is in our band. He has 3 positions, and he is the company commander. And he is a student who really does have a genuine love of learning. His critical thinking skills are very impressive. His writing skills are very impressive. He is excellent at math, science, all those things, and also English. He was the regional winner for the argumentative essay for state literary, regional literary, and also the extemporaneous speaker on domestic politics, which we were just discussing